and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I'd love it if you could subscribe. And if you're not already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be filming my update for the Power of Pan project. So this is a Fantastic Ladies Club Facebook group project and it was created by Nicke. I'll make sure to have Nicke's channel below and a link to the Fantastic Ladies Club Facebook group if you'd like to go over there and join. And I haven't filmed some of these updates, so what I'm going to do for all of my projects going forward, because I think for the last at least 2 updates I haven't filmed, I'm just going to tell you the total amount of uses I've got on these products, and then starting from this update I can tell you each update how many times I've used the products. Hopefully that makes sense. So I've managed to hit my goal on one item and I am going to be decluttering some products as well. So I'm going to be bringing in some products in their places. But I'm going to start with the one I've hit my goal on and then I'm just going to talk about the ones I have been working on. I haven't started to work on all of these yet. I will get round to them at some point. So I haven't said much about this project. This project is based off the TV show Charmed, which I absolutely love and loved watching growing up. So when this project came out on the Fantastic Ladies, I absolutely was going to be doing it. There were a couple of prompts in here that I put forward to Nicke and she was kind enough to put them in this project. One thing I will say as well is this update is going up late. It is meant to go up the 7th of each month. Unfortunately, I just haven't had a chance to film this yet. One thing I will say is going forward for this year, I am going to be doing a lot more bulk filming because my life has got very hectic and it is going to continue being that way. So I'm going to be doing a lot more bulk filming. I'm going to try and get my projects up on the days that they're meant to go up, but please bear with me if I don't. I'm just trying to figure out a schedule that's going to work for me at the moment. But yes, it goes from the 7th of October last year to the 7th of October this year. So let's start with the product I can roll out, and that was for the prompt Zanku, a product you've changed your mind on. And I brought in the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It has been on its side, so it does look like there's barely anything in it. To be honest, there is barely anything in it. It's about down to here, so I can definitely get this finished this year if I put it into a project. For a lot of the products in this project, I have just put them in for 20 uses, and I did manage to get my 20 uses on this. I really love this concealer. It is, as it says on the packaging, hydrating. I just really enjoy it, but I've managed to get my 20 uses on that one now, so that one is rolling out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the top of my spreadsheet and just work my way down, and when we get to declutters I'll tell you what I am decluttering and what I'm bringing in its place. So the first one I have been working on is Piper, and Hair Power is Freeze, and that is an anti-aging product. So I brought in the Murad Retinol Youth Renewal Eye Serum. So I have used this in total 13 times up to now, and I do want to finish this in this project. I'm waiting to see the results on this. I haven't quite got them yet, but I have only used it 13 times, so I would expect to see a difference by the time I finish this. The next prompt is Phoebe, and Hair Power is Premonition, and that is something you'll predict you love using. Now, for some reason, I cannot find this product anywhere. I have a feeling I know where it is. It's in one of my bags, but I can't actually find that bag anywhere. So I chose for this the NARS lipstick in Dragon Girl, and it is a beautiful red, and I want to use it 20 times and I've used it 4 times up to now. I need to find that product and I need to use it to get my 20 uses. The next prompt is P3, the Power of 3, and that is a trio of products. So I brought in the MAC Shiny Pretty Things Face Compacting Fair. This was a Christmas collection quite a few Christmases ago now, and this is what it looks like. So pretty. And I want to use this 15 times, and I can use any of these products in here 15 times. I've used it 7 times up to now, so I think I might be able to get this one rolled out by next update. I love this palette. I use all of the shades in here and I think they're all beautiful. So I think I might be able to have this one rolled out by next update. The next one is Book of Shadows, and that is a No Pan Left Behind with an eyeshadow palette. So I randomly selected this palette and it was a Beauty Bay Berries palette, the 16 colour palette one. And what I have to do is No Pan Left Behind on this. So this is what it looks like. It is such a beautiful palette. I love this palette. It is a very Sonia palette, pinks. So I've managed to use this twice up to now, and I've used the shades Rosewood, which is this one, and Jura. So I use this in a look, and I've used Shake and Cloud, which is this one and this one. So I have quite a few uses left to go on this. I am marking down on my spreadsheet which ones I am using, but if I want to use that shade again, I will. This shade here, Cloud, which is the one I've used, I absolutely love this. I think this actually has to be one of my favourite shadows in my collection. It is beautiful. As you can see, I've got pretty good pan on this. I'm just going to continue to keep using it, and hopefully I'll have this one rolled out soon. The next prompt is Page, something you can use alone or with another product, and that was a prompt that I suggested to Nicke. So I brought in the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter, because this is something I am happy to use by itself or under foundation. So I want to use this 20 times, and I've used it 12 up to now, so I think this might be another one that might roll out by next update. I find that this is a bit orange on my skin. I mean, I can make it work, and I blend it out with my sponge anyway, but this is meant to be one fair as well, but this is orange on me. I will use it, but most probably not something I would repurchase. I do like this formula though. That's the kind of annoying thing about it, is I really like this formula, and I think it's equally as good as the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. But that shade for me works better than this one. The price comparison, I think this is about £15, and the Charlotte Tilbury one I think is, well, if you get a mini it's around the same price. If you get the full size it's a bit more expensive. But yeah, I do really like the formula of this, but it's just the shade for me, unfortunately, is a bit orange. Okay, so the next prompt is Kohl/Balthazar, and that is a double-sided product. So this is one I'm going to be decluttering and bringing a product in its place. So I originally brought in the Benefit Highbrow Duo pencil, and I wanted to use each side 10 times. I used it once, but I just don't use this product, and there's no point me keeping it in this project and in my collection if I just know I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to be decluttering this and giving it to someone else, and in its place I'm going to bring in the Wonder Beauty Lip Setter Dual Lipstick and Liner, and my goal is going to be the same for this. I'm just going to use each side 10 times. So that is the lip product, and that is the lip liner. So I'm just going to use each side 10 times on this. I have used this product before and I do enjoy it, and I'm so close on finishing a lip product in another project that I don't feel so bad about bringing a lip product into this one. Okay, so the next prompt is Leo/White Lighter, a glowy product. So I brought in the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand, and this one is in Pink Gasm. I want to use this one 20 times, and I've only used it once up to now, but this is beautiful. I wanted this for so long, and I bought it last year, and it was just sat in my drawer, so I brought it into this project. I'm still a powder girl at heart, but this is a nice blush. Maybe as I get my 20 uses on this, I may change my mind, but my first impression is I do enjoy that, but I have 19 uses to go on that one. So the next prompt is Chris, a product you travel back in time to tell your former self about. So that is another one that I suggested to Nicke. And for that, I brought in the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Foundation. This is my holy grail foundation. I absolutely love it. And I want to use this one 20 times as well, and I'm up to 10. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to have this one rolled out by next update, because I am working on quite a few foundations at the moment, but I definitely think the update after that I will have this one rolled out. So the next prompt is Dan, a product you know you should love but don't, and for that I brought in the Soap and Glory Clean On Me Shower Gel. I'm not the biggest fan of this scent. I know it's a bestseller from them, but I'm just not a big fan of it. So I have used this 13 times, and I want to bring this in to finish. I'm about here on it, so I think potentially I'm going to have this one rolled out by next update as well. I much preferred this packaging to the previous packaging. The previous one was a pump, and I found as it got to the end it was really difficult to get the product out, whereas this one, a lot easier. Still not my favourite scent, but I don't hate it, I just don't love it either. The next prompt is Billy, and that is a new purchase. So I brought in the Juvia's Place concealer. I can't think what the name of this concealer is. Again, I want to use this one 20 times. I'm up to 15. So I'm definitely going to have this one rolled out by next update. The next prompt is the Triad, and that is a triangular product. I can never say that word, I'm not sure why. So I brought in the I Heart Revolution Princess Cut highlighter, and I brought it in because this bit is triangle. I really struggled with this one. So I have brought this one in for 20 uses as well, and I'm up to 4 uses on this. I'm working on a lot of highlights at the moment. I'm actually starting to notice a bit of a dip in this. I most probably won't finish this by the time this goes off, if I'm honest, just because there is so much product in here, but I'm really happy to see a little bit of a difference in that. The next prompt is the Source, and that is a difficult to pan product. So I brought in the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Bronzer, and I brought this in because I saw Ruth pan a mini of this, and she mentioned how difficult it was to hit pan on it, and that was just a mini, and I have the full size. So I'm not trying to pan it in this project, I just wanted to use it again 20 times. And up to now I'm up to 11 uses. So this potentially might be one I might have rolled out by next update. I'm not panning too many bronzers at the moment, so I might be able to get my uses on this one by next update. I do really like this bronzer. The next prompt is another one I'm going to be decluttering and bringing something else in its place. So it is Gideon, a product you need to learn to use. So I had in the By Bee Strawberry Booster. I've actually thrown that away. It went off. It smelled so bad. So bad. Definitely did not smell like strawberries. I just had to get up to get the product. In its place, I'm bringing in the Stress Check CBD Face Shield. So I got this in my January cohorted. I'm not the biggest fan of This Works, but I did keep a couple of the products because they didn't smell too strong of lavender. I'm not quite sure how to use this. It does say to use it like when you're wearing a mask. I don't wear masks anymore, but I think I might maybe just use it as a spritz throughout the day because it did say you could use it like that. So I'm going to bring this one in to finish. The next prompt is Penny Halliwell / Grams, and that is your oldest product. So for that I brought in the Dandelion Benefit Blush, and my goal for this is to hit pan. This is what it looks like. As you can see, I don't have pan yet. I have only used it 4 times. I really need to start working on this blush if I want to hit pan, because before I know it, October's going to be here and this blush is not going to have pan. I think I tried to pan that blush in another project as well and wasn't successful, but I am determined to be successful in this one. So the next prompt is another one I'm going to be decluttering, and that is Barbus, Something You're Afraid to Pan. So I brought in the Beauty Bay eyeliner. I'm not sure what shade it's in. Vanilla. It's in the shade Vanilla. And I did mention in my last update that if I weren't to use any of these products by the time I next update, I was going to declutter them, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I just don't use eyeliner. It's not something I use, so I may as well pass this on to someone that will use it. So in its place, I'm going to be bringing in this Becca highlight. And the reason I'm afraid to pan this is because you can't get it anymore, and it is one of my favourite highlights. Now I do have a full size of this, but I still just don't want to pan it. So this is what it looks like. I do already have pan in it. I'm not sure if you can see, it is here. I just want to bring this one in for 20 uses as well. That unfortunately is not one of the products that Smashbox brought back, unfortunately. And then the last one I've been working on is the Nexus, a neutral eyeshadow or lipstick. And because I already had the Beauty Bay palette in this project, I picked a lipstick, and for that I brought in a Rimmel lipstick. This one is in Rosetto, and this is what it looks like. This can sometimes be a little bit too concealer lips for me, which wouldn't look like it, but it is. So I've been using this as a topper for other lip products as well. So again, I want to use it 20 times, and I'm up to 8 uses on this. I think I may be able to get this one done by next update because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm so close on finishing another lip product, so I will try to work on getting my uses on that one. So that is it. I feel really rusty when I'm filming right now, so please do bear with me. It's just me getting back into it again. Hopefully I will get used to filming again because it has been a while. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and it would mean the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.